We should be live. Double check it. Yep, and we're live. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Happy Sunday. It has been quite a dramatic event of on the market. Actually, it's been really freaking fascinating, if you ask me. Market's pushing up. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, like, if you follow me on Twitter, I actually posted a tweet regarding about, like, I'm strangely bullish against the resistance area itself. I mean, I had my reasons as well, playing Monday's range itself. So, what was it? I'm trying to look for the tweet. Just looking for the tweet itself. Give me a second there, guys. Yeah, I was like, hate to say this, but let me share the tweet. There you go. So literally, just hate to say this, but bullish against resistance. Logically speaking, it doesn't make sense, but plans have been drawn on today's stream, which we did a stream at the time when in terms of the breakout on the upside and whatnot. This is exactly what happens during bullish momentum. Any pullbacks, you long until you're wrong. Yeah, literally that. So the plays for Ethereum played out really well. Monday's high, that whole scenario there. Bitcoin, same thing as well. Took out liquidity on the upside. So question is, what happens next now? Right? Is this it? Is this like the start of a whole brand new market of like bullish momentum? Is this gonna be one of those markets where like who fucking knows what's gonna happen as well? So like, that's the main thing everyone's trying to actually trying to understand. Like, if it starts and it's bullish just like 2015, it's gonna be a freaking amazing one, amazing one, huge one as well. So talk about the plans. We'll do, because this is the weekly outlook, so we'll start looking at the outlook on a wider scale. Before we do so, smash up the likes. What's going on? Daink Country Club, good to have you here. John Caboose, Nick F, Sebastian's in the house as well. We've got Morningstar, got the gang here, man. Really appreciate you guys, man. Let's just get cracking into it, right? So let's just bring up BTC. What I do want to touch base, bloody hell, fucking blinded the shit out of me there. Well, let's just work off the yearly, okay? The yearly itself, right? So this was the yearly open. Right, we're literally in like 28 days in, man. Like, is it 28 days or some shit like that? What the fucking 29 days now, right? 29 days going on to 30. Fucking hell. And start the year, market's pushing up on the upside. So resistance wise, where on the yearly, where can we actually see clear resistance? Well, number one would be here, all right, this low here, which is around 28k ish. Let's see what the low is exactly. Yeah, 28.1k. Let's call it 28k level as well. So I'm expecting, like, if it was to keep on being bullish, what we're doing for this will be our target there. Fill out the fair, if really and truly you can say it's a fair value gap, inefficiency, whatever you want to fucking call it. Same shit really as well. It's just different terminologies with different by different people. But it's all exactly the same thing as well. We're just filling out all this as well there. Do we wick into it and like close below it here for 2023? I don't know. Or do we actually come? Well, I'm expecting a bit like that could happen for the year. I'm saying it's a possibility. I'm not saying, like, bear in mind, I'm not saying like, yo, well, fucking, let's go to 28k, let's go to 69k. No. I'm saying let's just look at what are the key levels from like what we need to be aware of before fully saying, yo, it's fucking bullish, motherfuckers. There's gonna be a time and a place, right? There is a time and a place, and we'll talk about that in just in a moment there. But 28k is possible. They can push up off the yearly, and it just fills this out. Do we break down, or do we actually reclaim and hold above it and keep going up higher? Don't know. So that's the yearly itself. Let's look at the semester, 6 months, for those who didn't even know. Liquidity is resting over here at 25.2k. This high over here, there's liquidity resting there. Does the market take out this high there and breaks down and come back down to the yearly open? I don't know. Or just range bound in here within this particular semester's range bound environment? Or, or do we actually take out the highs, push back up, go into 28k? There's going to be time for that. I don't think it's going to happen in over a day. Highly unlikely. But crypto being crypto, I wouldn't fucking be surprised. That's how mad it is. Oh, we got some more people here, man. We got Potato. What you saying? Oh, I appreciate that, brother. We got Adramedus. Greetings to you, my bro. Christian's in the house. I'm long E finally in profits. Tempted to close, but then again, signal say hold. Do you know what it is? I've taken profits on ETH off Monday, so I've got a little bit playing off at the moment there, and just bringing stops to tighten stops really as well. What's going on, Shaq? How you doing? Walaikum salam. Got Richard in the house. You're never late, my bro. And got CQ in the house, man. Bless you guys, man. Smash up with the likes there. So that's what we're looking at. Liquidity at 25.2k. That's the thing. I'm looking at the 6 months. Let's go on the quarterly, right? What's the quarterly saying? Well, quarterly is quite interesting. What's important is fuck everything else over here, right? I mean, look, if I were to say a range band environment, this is look like that's the range low, that's the range high. Sorry, that's the range high. Sorry, at the top, and that's the range low. My fucking picture's in the way. It doesn't really matter. It's literally the low, exact low right over here. Something like that. That's the low itself. And as you can see, it looks like this could be a deviation. You know, do we come back to 20k, hold above it, and keep, doing the bullish market structure and go back up? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know we're taking out liquidity last quarter, and there's the quarter before. That's the next liquidity is looking like it's hunting there. Is there going to be resistance? We'll have to figure it out. So we're just looking at liquidities where they're resting at. For those who are asking what is liquidity, is basically where the stops are. So if you were, let's say like if you were shorting the market, right? Where would you place your stops? And you'll be like placing it above these highs there. So if the price goes up, takes out the liquidity there, because then it will stop all the shorters out there. And we'll see what happens. Do we hold above it? Bullish market structure, off we go to the next key level, or do we come back down and play within the range, really and truly, because it's to me, it's still like price is always in a range. I always said that until proven otherwise. And then when it breaks down a range, it just goes into another range. It's that's how it tends to play, and that's the way I understand the market. And everyone has their own style, so that's mine. So quarterly looks quite fucking decent there. But before we carry on the quarter, right, where could you say that we could be really mega bullish, right? Mega bullish, and say, yo, this is it. The lows could be well put in. That's a very because is the low in? I mean, I'm not a fan of this flat body candle though. That's one thing. Number one, I'm not a fan of the flat body candle. And number two, yearly open tends to get retested. We talked about this before. Just literally go back to 2021. Even when in the bullish year itself, 14 days later, it retested it again. Retested the yearly open, and he popped up. Fuck it, I might as well just do this right now for the sake of it. On the daily, let's go on the daily. At least you guys can understand what I'm talking about, because saying it off like the top of my head, you're like, the fuck is this guy on? So yearly open was literally this small little candle right there. Trying to get that there, right over here, and you can see there, that's it. So literally that's the yearly open. Retested it once, retested it again, hold the support. If as long as this low holds, is all good. If we break down, what do? You're looking for the breakdown and play on the shorts. Target 1, target 2, that's what you'll be looking for at the time of 2021. And then what we do, bullish market structure, off we go. And then we start making a bearish market structure once we lost this low, do a bearish market structure. That's the high, the higher high, and then becomes a lower low, lower high, and then that's a lower low, and that's a lower high, and then that's a lower low. And guess what happens with the lower low? Find support right off the yearly open, comes back down. There's an order block right over here. That's holds the market there, breaks market structure right there, bullish market structure, off we go, and Bob's your motherfucking uncle, really. Okay, so that's the yearly open. And then let's just look in 2022, right, and use those two as an example. So that should be enough. And then you guys can go back if you want. If you were like, oh, Dank's fucking talking shit, you can go back and try and have a look yourself, actually, if you want. So the first of the January is right here. It was a flat body candle, literally was as well. And then you can see you play over it, consolidation above it, lose it, and then 3 months later we come in for a retest, do a deviation, bearish market structure, lose this low, then off it goes. So the key point I want to talk about is retest the fucking yearly open. Okay, so saying that, having that in mind, I just can't really rule out the yearly retest. I just can't rule it out. I don't see why not. End of the day, it is it is the market, and the market will do whatever it wants to do. But one thing I understand is the yearly retest, the yearly open is a key level. If we ever come back down, this could well be. I mean, like, who knows? What if this is the low of the year? I don't know, right? But I'm saying, right, in terms of like probability, and in terms of like where how market does its thing, if it was to come back down quite drastically as a fast wick, I don't know, we have a freaking pandemic again, the monkeypox or freaking chimpanzee pox or something, freaking ostrich pox or some shit like that. I don't know. They'll make something up as well. But if it does happen, you can't face the yearly open retest, right? As a fast wick or whatever. Does it come as a fast wick in, hold support, bullish market structure, off it goes, flies off, and that's it? Or does it do like a deviation down here, then come back up, bullish market structure, off you go, Bob's your motherfucking uncle? Or do we actually grind back down over here for the rest of the year and do some fuckery there? I don't know. Then we'll see what happens there. But that's something that you can't really rule out. Sorry. So looking at the monthly though, where the fuck's the monthly? There you go. God damn, fucking hell, man. yo, some fuckery here, innit? So it's taking out bare liquidity though. When you look at it, right, like you're taking out December's liquidity, right? Taking out December's high, Bob's your fucking uncle, right? Taking out November's fucking high, Bob's your fucking uncle. We're taking out September's high as well. We were just fucking ruthless, this motherfucker. It's pretty much smashed it out. You know, it pretty much smashed it out. It's going up, and it looks like where's the next liquidity? Well, truly, I've got to say, where price is in the range, right? So, like I always said this to you, price is in the range. What is the range itself? That's the low. That's the high. July's range itself is what's capping the market. Why did I choose this, for example? Well, this high itself acts as resistance, and this low acts as support for 2 consecutive months. And on the 3rd month, we come back down, and then we pop back up, and we blast right through. So that is a motherfucking deviation, you know? And also, speaking about deviation, from the man himself, actually, you know, that's his word as well. That's where I've learned it from. I don't understand why people actually, like, I do want to take a moment there, right? Just a moment off for, like, from the stream, and just talk to anyone, everyone here really as well. Like, listen, like, how dare does anybody actually think that, you know, it's cool to troll SC? Because, do you know what? Like, it's all, okay, if you're having a bit of fun in games and you know the guy, no problem, right? I got no quarrels with that and whatever. But the geezer fucking called it. Once he started breaking down here, right? I don't know, somewhere around here, I'm guessing. I'm just making this up as well. But I know he was playing the shorts all the way back down, bro. So, you know, like, when you needed someone as a guidance and whatnot, SC was your man. Like we can literally go into his YouTube right now and see how many views he gets. And you're going to get some knobends who's actually absolutely disrespectful. Let's just actually plug him in for the sake of it. Trader SC. There we go. 54,000.9k subscribers. Fucking hell. What a geezer. Videos. Let's go on live. These are the last live videos, right? 7.4k views, 12k views, 10k views. Like, during the bear market, he was getting hit in 10k views like a fucking joke. And now all of a sudden, right, you feel like, you know, the market is going up, and he made a plan to go short. You think you can talk? I don't see anybody talking shit. I don't see anybody actually making any plans or whatever. So, like, so come on, guys, man. Be respectful, innit? Like, you have to remember. You know what is the thing? Is the crazy thing in the bear market? You get a lot of salty people, right? You get people talking a lot of hate, for spreading venoms and shit like that, right? That happens, okay? Unfortunately, that's the human race. Is a bag of shit sometimes. I don't know, but at the same time, you also gotta remember, like, in the bull market, like, you want everyone to win. Like, I would like everyone to win. I would prefer everyone to win. Why? Because what's the point winning if you're on your own, innit? You know, like you don't see freaking like Dr. Dre. Why the fuck am I talking about Dr. Dre? But you don't see Dr. Dre on his J's and winning on his own. He's got his group with him in it. So, like, you know, as a community, we should stand up together. I mean, if you win, I win, and we can all win together, isn't it? Like, if it's a long, we're long together. If it's a short, we're short together. I think that's, or you got your trade. I think that's what you gotta be respectful, isn't it? But I don't know, man. Just want to say, like, just take it easy, man. Don't get too excited, right? The market has a very quick way of humbling you. Trust me. Trust me, if we come back to Yearly Open and we lose the Yearly Open, trust me, you won't be speaking shit no more. You go back to SC and start sucking him off there. Trust me, it's gonna teach you a valuable lesson. And also, and let's just say, if it's gonna be a bullish year for 2023, bullish year for 2024 because of the halving, bullish year for 2025 because it's the following year kind of thing. I don't know, like, retail is now picking in. I'm just saying as an example. You got 3 years of bullishness, and then all of a sudden you've forgotten about taking profits. Now you may have hit your target of 10 million, and then now you're looking at like 100 million. Like, the human race becomes greedy very quickly as well. So just chill out, man. Just chill out, man. Just be respectful to one another. If someone's showing their charts and, you know, like, you don't disagree with them, you don't disagree with them. You don't have to be disrespectful. Like, I was playing the longs on you know, posted on Twitter and whatnot. I was looking at shorts, and I was getting more likes on shorts than I was getting more likes on longs. Funnily enough, I don't know. But, you know, like, the end of the day, right, like, I played it long. And if I was wrong, I was wrong. There was one trade I think, yeah, I entered the ETH short. I got stopped out. You know, I got stopped out. It is what it is. I lost the 1R. Kind of sucks as well. Entered in really aggressively. But it is what it is. You know, like, we're humans. We make mistakes. So come on, guys. Stop being a wanker and whatnot. All right, cool. That's it. That's all over there. Who else we got? We got some more people here, man. We got Ed in the house, man. Rolly Diaz, what's up, man? Hodol Ito. Hodolate, what you say, my bro? We got freaking Mr. M. Good night. Good evening to you guys, man, from the UK as well. Sexy King. Fucking hell, Jew. Sorry, dude. Do you know what? Like, I actually came back from a funeral in it, and I had my phobe and everything like that. I wore this underneath in it, and I thought, should I come on the stream with a fucking phobe and like the topi on and stuff like that? I'm like, Assalamu alaikum. You know, should I just like fuck you up or something like that? I thought, no, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. It will look so bad for the religion. So I'm like, no, let's keep it cool. So, apologies. I'm not wearing a shirt. Really wanted to wear a shirt, but I just couldn't be asked to go look for one and whatnot. I just got back home not too long ago anyway. So we got Zach in the house. We got Ryan in the house as well. Greg, who cares about whether the low is in or not yet? Just trade the ranges and separate yourself from all the noise. 100%, Greg. That's it. Daink, Potatoes and Daink is quite is hyped up. S is a very good trader. 100%. David Park, Goonie, what you saying? I'm being bullish again, man. I am being bullish as well. Yo, it is really. Send the boys. What's going on, Gandalf? How you doing? Aromatics in the house as well. What's it? Cassandra, how you doing? Good to have you here as well. It's been a while. So, Joe, no shirt is required. Thank you, man. But yeah, I do want to take this quite like professionally speaking as well. Anyway, so we're looking at the monthly range. This is the monthly range, right? So let's go back to work, right? So we talked about quarterly. We talked about liquidity on the semester. We talked about quarterly on the monthly, the quarterly, and like, you know, this is the key thing as well. Oh yeah. So that's the key thing, right? So this is the ranges coming out. So we know 24.6 is where the magnet in price is. There's liquidity resting at 25.2, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I know for longs, I've got longs going all the way to 24.6 and final targets at 25.2. Now what happens next is quite important. Does a stop run, plays above it, does a bit of a distribution, and then plays within the range and steps back in? And if it does, what do? We play it back into the mid-range. From the mid-range, we look at playing at the range low. That's pretty much as simple as that, and then it'll be a range bound environment. Okay, that's all it is. That's one thing. That's one play you're looking at for. But what I'm trying to explain to you is what's important is literally see how it. Oh, you can't even see shit, fam. What the fuck am I talking about, bruv? Start again. This is a range bound environment. Sorry, guys. Someone else says, "Oh, yeah, Steve, what you saying, my bro?" Yeah. Start again. So fucking, you guys were looking at me like, yo. So should someone should tell me, you know, yo, the chart's not on. Anyway, range high, range low. That's what's capping the market there. Resistance, support, deviation. We step back in. We're coming upon range high, and that range high is going to be a resistance area. It's always going to be a resistance, an area where price is going to react off it. All right, it's just like support. Price is going to react off it and bounce and find support. So saying that, there's no difference there. So we know 24.6 is July's high, and that's the first target there. I got longs going into that. All right, and then also we got liquidity over here at 25.2. That's my final target there. Do we take these out and then play back down? I don't know, or do we actually bounce into 25.2, 24.6, and then starts breaking down? Whatever it is, I've got to get prepared for a plan because it's that resistance area. That's in case it starts breaking down, and if it does, how would I be looking for it? Something like this, right? Let's say it gets back up, does a bit of a distribution, gets back underneath, right, the range high itself, starts breaking down with bearish market structure. This is my entry with a stop loss over here. Invalidation will be here, going to the mid-range. From the mid-range, see how we do. If we hold support, bullish market structure, cut the trade. If it decides to say, you know what, let's go back down, bearish market structure, continue the trade, you can keep on holding it or add on your position upon a bearish market structure confirmation to play it back into it. And what it is a range bound environment. That's what we're looking for. What happens afterwards, we don't know. Right? That's like one plan I'm prepared for. All right, I've got longs. I'm playing alts, and I think alts is going to be quite bullish as well, in my opinion. I'm going to touch base on alts on total 2 in just a moment there. For those who got into Kata, I mean the group did actually. I know the group did got into Kata. We did really well on that one. Shout out to Crypto Shadow on that one. There's a couple of others. I'm starting to accumulate some of these alts now as well. But we'll see how it goes there. So just a smaller portion. I haven't gone in, or I haven't gone 100% in. I've just got a small portion into it as well. It's slightly slow to buy in as well. Upon confirmation, we'll look at what confirmation is, and that's one thing, right? That's the breakdown plan, right? Well, what is the breakout plan? The breakout plan is something like this, right? Let it do its thing, whatever it wants to do. We got this high over here. Once we reclaim this high there, what happened is bullish market structure, because we're making higher highs. We're finding support off the range high itself, and then where we're looking for the next key area. The next key area we're looking for will be this low here. What is that low? Do you remember we showed like last year's low, 2021? That's the key area there. From there, we need to see if we ever come back down and play it back into the range high. Like that's, I'm prepared. This is gonna take a little while for it. I'm just showing you a plan that could happen, or that could span out. There's gonna be a few factors. If we break out of this goddamn range over here. Once we break out this range, we know a key factor is at 28, yeah, that 28k level. 28k, we find resistances break down, take the short play down level to level into the range, and then what it could be consolidation, breakout, retest, and if it gets back up and holds above it, above that key level, this is the macro low, right, of a range bound environment. That's the macro high. Then we play it back into the mid-range back into the range high. That's a very possible way. But I've got so many levels to pay attention before we get to that kind of level. Then once we get into here, once we step into here, I've got to say, guys, fucking bull tard motherfuckers, get your shotguns, whatever you need, man. Let's go fucking hunt some fucking peas. That's what we gotta do. It literally is that. So that's the only way for me to say, yeah, I'm mega bullish. Right now, I'm leaning on bullishness on alts, especially as well. We played some alts from like 3 weeks ago. There was Link. There was who else? We played BNB on a range bound environment. Played from the low to the high. Done that on a weekly range as well. There was Link at mid range at the moment as well. Breaking at mid range as well. There's a bunch of them we covered as well. So many of them, and they're killing it. So shout out to the guys that actually got into DCC. Who's actually in the DCC. And playing with the alts there as well. Kata was a good one as well. Well, like those who actually got in are actually up right now. Are continuously up. So we're gonna actually, like, as the market unfolds itself, we're gonna unload into more alts. So we see how that goes. So really and truly, that's the key factor we're looking at. Like this here is for me enough to say, yeah, let's play it into this range bound environment. And all we've done, really and truly, right? If I actually were to delete all this shit, where is it? There we go. Delete this stuff right here, right? Oh, fuck you. Right? Let me just try and, make it a bit neater. Sorry, guys. Right? Damn. Yeah, and all it is, right? This is the consolidation, right? And all that was just a deviation of this range itself. You can't fight it. Once we step into a range, play to the range, mid-range, then mid-range to range high. That's the plan that we got there. So I'm ready for whatever's going to come at hand. So looking at it this way, I know if it comes into here and whatever it does and it starts breaking down below this key level over here, I'm ready to play the shorts back into November's high, which will also be around approximately like the mid-range of July's mid-range itself. Play it into there, and if it starts breaking down, play it back down, level 1, level 2, and we'll see what happens. Level 1 here, level 2, level 3. And that'll be the yearly open retest, and then we'll see what happens next. So we've got time, though. We've got time. I'm just marking that out as a plan. So looking at the weekly now, the weekly is interesting. All right, the weekly. What's so good about the weekly? We know. Let's just play the range bound environment. That's July's low, and that's July's high. So I know, and then the mid range comes into about here, somewhere around a little bit lower. I think it's about here, something like that. That's the mid range. We had 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of bullish momentum on the way up. All right, so we are coming to an area of resistance, right? So what happens here? Like if I were to draw in the 75% range, which is about somewhere around here. Now that's going to be something I'm going to actually talk about in just a second there, right? Does it come back down, play back down? Well, we'll talk about that in a second there. So we're playing the mid range, right? The mid range is going to be the key thing. As you can see, this high has been taken out. This high has been taken out. If I were to, let me just highlight this. You can see, right? As a weekly, it was acting as resistance, and now we popped up. So if you were to do Monday and come back down and find support at this, pause this up there. That's my bullish play to play back into 24.6 and looking for extended targets at 25.2. That's one way for a pullback next week to create the wick of the week itself and then blast it into here. Then we'll see what happens. Do we actually do something like that? Play back down. Whoops, motherfucker. Do something like that. Play back down. Bearish play. Target 1 and then go into target 2. Right? Or that's bearish play as well. Or do we actually break out of it? Hold above it. Bullish market structure. Off we go. Target 1. Well, I'd say probably into here. And then we look into here. Right there. That's what, well, first take off this liquidity over there, then here, and then here. That's the fucking plan. You know what I'm saying? So that's entirely what we could do. Let me actually highlight that properly because I don't like this. I don't like it when it's wonky. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Target 3, target 2, and target 1. That literally is the plan. Literally is the plan. All the way there. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's the plan for the breakout plan on a crazy scale. Looking at the weekly, we don't know. We're looking at liquidity. I mean, these liquidity we'll talk about afterwards, but really and truly, I'm gonna say this one, 28k, which is actually comes into this low here. This where this low is, 28k, and see we squeeze into here. And really and truly, what I'm trying to look for is actually just filling out inefficiencies. Really, oopsie daisy. And that's the inefficiency right over here, and this is the inefficiency right over here. Bob's your motherfucking uncle. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We're looking at the fill out inefficiency. I mean, you can't argue with the fact, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? On a weekly, right? This is how this is. I can't believe I'm that bullish, man. Fucking out there. The fuck you doing? But as you can see, we've broken market structure, right? You know, bullish, they've broken out the trend line. Bullish market structure because we take out these highs there. Because if you look at on the weekly, this was a lower low, right? That's a lower high. That's a lower. Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, let's say that's a lower low, lower high. Fuck you. It really isn't actually. To be honest, the truth is, right? Is it? This is a lower low. That's a lower high, and that's a lower low. Because the reason why between this we have its own separate market structure. What I mean by that is that that's the high, that's a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So focusing within this area here, from this swing high to this swing low, is broken at the market structure, and we can, we can actually agree with this. But for me to really flip on the upside, right, and say, yo, we need to go up, motherfucker. That's what's capping the market. Take out this high here, and if we do something like this on the weekly, on the daily, hourly, 4 hours, whatever, something like that. Hold above it, boy, you gotta get back on, and this is your final frontier. Oops, come on, fucker. What the fuck's wrong with you? There you go. Hold up there, and then we can play it to these levels there, that level there, and this level here. All right, that's your final opportunity to actually play into there. And then from there, we'll see what's next. So it's kind of fucking mad if you ask me. Yo, what's going on, Bum Biggie? What are you saying, brother? Yeah, but like, so that, yeah, that's the bullish play. I'm showing both sides of the play as well, so you guys can actually watch how it works and play out. Let's go drop it down to the daily one more time. All right. So now we can actually kind of form a bit of a plan itself, so you guys can see the fuck Dank's talking about, right? So that's the low, right? And this is the July's high. At the same time, right? This gonna be July's mid-range was a bit somewhere about, a little bit lower, about here. That's the July's mid-range, right? Okay, that's it. That's what we're gonna look at. And let me change the pen so you don't get confused. We know, right, from the daily, this high was capping the market. Why? Resistance, breaking out, taking out the high there. Bullish market structure, right? We close over here and you retest whatever deviation is and holds into that level there. I'm happy to take the long. I mean, you can put clean validation will be here, playing it into that, and it's probably like a 1 hour trade really as well. I mean, you can narrow it down on a smaller time frame. It's entirely up to you, but I'm just showing you the gist of it as well. The bullish market structure, once you break out of it, then you can enter in, looking at take out 24.6, and then we'll see if we can actually go into at 25.2, at those highs there, and that's it. That's the play there. Now, if for whatever reason it decides to say, you know what, play back up, right? It does something like that, and it starts breaking down and it loses the low here. This is now, I can say, I can take an entry, right, to short with a stop loss here, playing it back down to this level here, because that's the first area of support. Once we lose this area there, which comes about approximately the mid-range between these two areas here itself. And once we lose this, that's my next end, my shorts itself. I can play it as target 1, target 2. We're looking for this liquidity and looking for the mid-range. Once we get to the mid-range, I mean, ideally, right, I want to see us come back into here as a full-on retest. The reason why I want to say this, right, is that from this high here, this is November's high. We consolidated November's high. This is November's low. So really and truly, that's November's high, and this is November's low. The market spent a good month and a half within November's range, so we can get a retest into here, and then does this bullish market structure like that. I'm happy to play it level to level, back into the 25% range, then the mid-range, and then see we can get the breakout play, hold above this high there, take the fucking longs. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for targeting, well, I can say this high over here, and that'll be like this high there, and then I'll probably will go to final frontier, this low, yeah, this low over here. That's it, pretty much the plan, to play there to there. You know what I'm saying? And that's really is the bullish plan, and then from there we'll see what happened. To be hold above it or whatnot. Really, the 28k is the key. This area here, that's your key level, right? That's your oops, let me didn't do that false exclamation mark properly. That's your key level. So really and truly, as long as you respect the key level, 28.1k, so let's call it 28k. That's the macro range low of the first quarter in 2021. Then from there we'll see what happens. Everyone understands. Hopefully you do. That's pretty much the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Of BTC. Now, let's just say we come into November's high, right? I'm talking about like a breakout from this range over here as a retest and expansion, right? I'm talking about that, right? Now, let's just say price doesn't do that, right? And he does something completely different. Let me just rewind this shit here, right? Then price comes into here, into November's high. Then we get back below November's high, come back for a retest, bearish market structure. Where am I looking for? July's low. July's low will be the next area of shorts there, playing into here, filling out all this inefficiency, and then we can look for a possible retest into here. I'm giving you a mad detailed plan that I'm looking at how my mind is working out. Do we come into here, and then we find support, reclaim and hold above it? Then I'd be like, yeah, play the longs back into the mid-range, into November, well, mid-range of July's mid-range, and we're just doing a minor deviation and reclaim and hold above it back into the range high. That's possible because then that'll be a range bound environment. Or do we actually end up losing November's this high there? So if we come back down, find a bit of resistance, bit of deviation, get back down below here, bearish market structure where we're looking for back into the bloody yearly retest, which is somewhere around here, and that'll be the yearly retest over here. So that's a very in-depth plan that I'm looking at, where I think what could like potentially happen. The key point is we're coming into resistance. So I'm ready for the short plan. And I'm also ready for the breakout plan. Whichever happens, I don't fucking mind. I'm just ready to play both sides of the market. It's just a tickle and tease. That's all it is. Everything's a tickle and tease until proven otherwise. And what a tickle and tease is, but fuck that. I'm saying a tickle and tease. Everyone understands? Where's my fucking Jimmy? Ah, Allahu Akbar. You know what? I'm smashed up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm absolutely smashed as a motherfucker today. Basically, my boss's father passed away. Good man he was. Uncle was a good man there. And so I was just helping them, helping the family and whatnot with the funeral process and stuff like that. Man, I'm knackered. I'm really, really knackered. You have no idea today. Today I really feel like dead, like death. I feel not only because I was with death, but shit, dude. Fuck, oh man, I'll make a raw laughter. Let me just make a standard one in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I deserve it. I think I deserve it. I fucking deserve it today, man. Like carrying the body today, just like it's weird though, because I know Uncle really, really well. So when I did my training as a pharmacist, right, he was a good man to me, a really, really good man. Always loving and respectful. He would just chat to me and always bring me like chai. Because he knew I was Mauritian in it. So correct chai is like, to me, it's a delicacy, right? It's weird. It's a delicacy. I was Mauritian in it. Mauritians, we don't have correct chais in it. So he would always bring like a thermos. Thermos is French actually. Like a flask, the heat flask thing. Always bring a heat flask with me, like with him every week, every Friday, man. He would come round, and he's like, Beta, come, and he would just pour me a cup of tea. Me and him would sit in the office, right? We'd just drink a cup of tea, just chat every Friday. That was, man. Passed away, man. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. May Allah actually forgive him for any sins whether he's done. May Allah forgive our sins. May we be guided on the right path, and stay on the right path as well, and be kind to one another. Life's too short. Yeah, this funeral hit me today. It really did hit me. You know what? I tell you, I'm just gonna chat to you for a few moments, then we do Ethereum. It hit me. You know why? Because, he was 62 years old when he passed away, and my father was 47. So the last time I got emotional on a death was really my father's death in it, and and we spend half our life sad, mad, and pointless of things, man. There's a saying in it. There's a saying by Ralph Emerson, and it's one of the most powerful lines I ever heard. Like, boy, this is like, yeah, and that's the thing is like, you know, like you'll get people who talk shit in here and there and whatnot, and it'll cause you problems and give you taklif. Taklif is means like troubles, isn't it? You get that, you know. I've been through troubles. You guys have been through troubles. I'm sure you guys have been through troubles. But like the one thing is, the saying is powerful. He goes, for every minute you get angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. It's a bar. It's a bar. It's a fucking bar. And I was literally like, thinking over the weekend, over the weekend, like I think it's Friday. I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, like, how many times we've taken hours, man? You know, taking hours upon hours upon hours, and like we've been fucked over, like with worldly affairs, family politics, freaking your boss is a dickhead, that kind of shit. We've been fucked over in it, and we don't get catch a break. But like the best thing is, like the way I saw it is like you turn an L into earning. That's what learning is. That's a fucking bar. Turn the L into earning, and that's what learning is. Fucking hell. That's smart though. I gotta say, that's fucking smart. I'm not even high, man. I'm saying, yo, that's fucking deep, yo. But life's too short, man. Life's too fucking short. Whatever beef there is out there and whatever, I couldn't give two shits, man. Whoever lives good with me lives good with me. Whoever doesn't want to be good with me, then you know what? I wish you the best of luck. That's what it is. You know, like I'm a Muslim, and as a Muslim, you know, I don't wish bad on other people. I make mistakes. Like we make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but what's important is what we do for one another, right? Like, look, I don't have to come here on the stream here and talk to you guys. I do it because I enjoy it. I actually really enjoy it. I enjoy the moment that I get to connect with you guys as well a little bit, and just, you know, pass on a message and stuff like that, and maybe help you out. But you know, and you guys have been really, really lovely to me. So shout out to all of you motherfuckers out there, man. Big love to you guys, man. Like this honestly wouldn't happen without you. Without your support, every one of you guys there, the guys in the DCC, the guys who actually come onto the stream on you know, view it live, or who don't view it live as well, or watch it afterwards on the way to work or whatever, or when they pick up the kids or some shit like that, or probably in the toilet taking a shit. I don't know. You never know, innit? But shout out to you guys, man. Honestly, hands down, like, you guys are the best, man. Anyway, let's get back to work, man. Let's not get fucking emotional. Total 2, right? I just want to touch base on Total 2. What's important about Total 2 is this, right? Let me bring up my levels, right? So I don't need that no more. If you guys saw this, right? You guys should, hopefully you have. If you haven't, follow me on Trader Daink, right? That's my Twitter out there. So literally, I posted this out. Where was the fuck was it? Fucker. I saw that one. That's funny, nice. Where the fuck was it? It was somewhere here. Give me a second. No. I know I posted it here. That's ETH. Was that ETH? Yeah, that was ETH. That's an ETH long we took. There we go. That's it. Literally this, right? I'm not mega bullish yet. However, we need to reclaim that range low, and it'll be a motherfucking powerful year. All right, let me just show this, right? Range low. The blue line you'll see in a moment, right, which will go live in a moment, that's the range low, and that's the range high. This is the mid-range, right? We're at 75% range, 25% range. What we got here so far, right, as it stands right now, we've got a trend line. So this high there, as resistance, at the resistance, we get back up, and we hold above it, and we don't come for well, we've done a retest twice over here, but we're starting to break out of this. We'll touch base on in a moment, but I'm looking for targeting that 600 billion market. Right, this range low here, off this low here on a monthly or whatever it is, the swing high and swing low, that's what it is. Once we step into it and hold above it, right, bullish market structure, something like this, boy, we have to agree, 25% range, and then mid-range to be the next target, and then from the mid-range, we hold above it, 75% range, and the range high, and it's all a range-bound environment, and this was just a fucking deviation. Boy, if that happens, it's gonna be a funky ass motherfucking year. That's what I can say, man. It's gonna be mad powerful. So let me just touch base on this and work this out on the thingy. Can you give the Wi-Fi code? Oh yeah. Okay, one second. Got family of mine in it. Got family of mine, and they need to work tomorrow morning as well. But I'm not gonna be up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. Fuck that. So like they're asking like for the Wi-Fi code, so just send them over. As well, bless. Alright, cool. Where was I? Yeah. So working this out on a smaller time frame. What do you think of APT? Boy, you know what? Let's just talk about this. This should actually cover everything for alts. For people that actually say, "Oh, is the alt's going to be bullish and whatever?" This itself should cover everything as well. I'll probably do like an alt stream. I don't know if you guys would you guys be interested in an alt stream? Something like you know, that we just focus on alt, only alt. If you guys are interested in that, you know, like yeah, I think if you guys are interested in that, let me know. What's going on, Tereso? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Cool, man. So yeah, BTC is king. All the others usually follow 100%. Lord Drake say yeah. We got fucking Final Country Club say yes. Nick F, yes, of course. One Biggies, of course. Mr. M, Mr. F, yes, cool. Alright, we'll start looking at doing that as well. But all stream sounds good. Shake is saying as well. It's all good, Lord Drake. Appreciate that, man. Big love. So yeah, we look at alts. I'll fit in the stream for alts as well. Get the YouTube algorithm going as well, man. Get us growing as well. So then when we get into alts quite early on, boy, we can pump our bags. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've got my eyes on some decent one. I've already got into some, and they're playing well. They're playing well, alhamdulillah. Bro, you remember when I was a newbie, lost my whole bag? You know what, Shaq? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember it. There's so many people come up to me and say they lost their whole bag in it. There's so many people. There's so many people last year, 2022. The amount of DMs I got, bruv. I don't know. But alhamdulillah. Oh, was you the one that was actually long ETH? You were the brother that was long in ETH in it. You were long in ETH, and ETH was down really badly. Someone was doing that. I think it was ETH was going. I think you shorted ETH. That was it. You shorted ETH, and ETH was going the opposite way. Hopefully, it didn't get stopped out, because I think it was playing in your favor. I remember. What's going on, TCX? Morning to you, my brother. After working a bit. Yeah, it was going high. I remember. Yes, I remember you, Shaq. I remember you, fam. Of course I do. Because I remember like that actually like messed up my head. I'm like, oh fuck, man. It was like, why did the skis actually do that? Like, it wasn't showing it just yet. It was breaking up. The fuck is he doing? I didn't know what to say. I remembered, but like, yeah, no stop loss. Lost my whole. Oh fuck, 20k. Jesus, bro. Manage your risk, bruv. Everyone manage your risk, right? I take trades in it, right? I got stopped down Ethereum on the other day, and I made a massive mistake. Let me just talk about that. I'll talk about that in just a second. Let me quickly just touch this, and we'll explain this quickly. That high here is above the mid-range. It was just capping the market. It was all resistance for like a good week consecutively. Look like fucking Tetris going on over here now. Now we got like a daily close coming up there, which is good. And he pull back and hold above it. If he does something like this, hold above in this level there, bullish market structure, up we go. Alts as a whole with the 25% range, and then I'm looking for squeezing into this macro range low there. Does it go up to July's high? I think so, potentially, because this is like a deviation of July's low, and we can go up into July's high, and then from there we'll see what happens. If we hold above it and break out bullish market structure, up we go, and then it'd be that plan that I showed you on Twitter. Really, that right? That's really is the plan for that is going up there. Where am I wrong, really and truly? Well, if we actually do something like that, that's the high there, and we come back down and there's a deviation, does something like this, bounces up like that, plays back below, breaks down below the mid-range, then I'll be looking to short alt back in 25% range and looking to get into this area, liquidity over here, get into these highs, and then maybe back into July's low. We'll see what happens there. That's the plan for me in terms of bearishness of alts, and that's the bullishness of alts. And for the time being, I'm still in alts as well. I'm quite bullish on that as it stands right there. So that's really it. Yeah, with Shaq, let me explain to you something, right? So the other day, right, on ETH, I took a short, right? I took a short somewhere here. That's where it is, right? I took a short here, right? We did a breakdown. I had a mad days, tight ass motherfucking short, right? Beautiful, right? Came to here, target one. I was looking for this as a next target, and whatnot. I was trying to get liquidity, and then a breakdown, play back down to $1,440, $1,400. That's what I was looking for as well. In reality, what happened is it came into target one, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, the idiot in me didn't take profits. I should have taken profits and brought my stop to break even. It started coming back on itself, and then I took the stop loss. I put the stop loss at break even, and I got stopped out at break even. I didn't lose, but I was like, yo, I did all that hard work on the fucking minute. On the fucking minute, I did the trade as well. It was rolling like a 6-hour trade at that time as well. It was a 6-hour trade when he came into like taking out when I was watching around here. It was a 6-hour trade. I'm like, I should take some off the table. I'm like, nah, if I hit target right over here, well, it would have been a fucking day, like an easy double digit, a nice double. And I haven't done one. I've done one like that since November. Is it November? Something like that. That's the last time I did a double digit trade. Actually, it was November, and I was like, I ain't done one in a long time. So what a way to fucking play this fucking move out. And I got stopped. And you know what, the idiot in me, I didn't look at BTC. BTC was holding Monday's range. You know what I'm saying? That was the key thing. Monday's range was the key thing, and then we stepped back in, and obviously I played it back up. And this was the key area here. This all would give me the reason for me to take the longs there. I mean, I took profits at the mid-range when I took longs somewhere around here. I took profits in the mid-range, brought the stops and broke even, stopped me out over here, let it do its thing. And I saw it do this. I saw it stop run over here, and it broke out of here. So I entered in again with a stop loss there, playing it back to the mid-range, took some profits there, came to the range high, taking some more profits there. I've got liquidity. I'm looking for liquidity, and I'm looking for $1,700. But I might just cut the trade as a whole. Fuck it, let me cut the trade now, actually. Now I'm looking at it this way. Fuck that. Cut the trade now. Yeah, let's cut the whole thing, man. Fuck it. Tomorrow's another fucking day, innit? I'll take another trade if I need to take a trade. Why am I going to bust my nut? At least make my gains. See, that's the importance of taking profits. And yeah, you saw the post, and basically it was literally saying that BTC is king, man. No matter fucking what. ETH lags behind. When Ethereum takes over BTC, and you can tell that by eBTC, then you know you be focused on Ethereum, because it's the Ethereum who's the prince wants to be the king. There's only one fucking king. It's always going to be BTC. When BTC decides to actually take over, it will take over and pull ETH's trousers down, and you don't fucking know. But I see liquidity over here, coming over there. But we'll see what happens, right? So literally speaking, right? I mean, it's a new fucking week, right? Let's just zoom into this shit, right? See what we got here. What do we have here, right? So you see that it's broken the thing in the range itself, right? I know there's a couple of things that's coming into it. Right? Number one, right? I'm just going to quickly just run through this as well. Not focus too much on there. We're 47 minutes in. I don't really take too much of your time. You guys are all busy people. I totally understand that. Where's the fucking range? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's delete this for a second. Where would I get bullish on BTC? So we got the yearly open right here. Does it come back into this quarterly range there? Because this is a quarterly range where we range bound for over a year, and then well, it was about a year. Yeah, over a year, over a fucking year. This whole range over a year, and what we're doing is we're finding resistance every freaking time at this quarterly range low, which is like $1,700. Yeah, we have a deviation there and a deviation there, but we keep finding resistance. So do we come into here, break down, and play it back into 2018 high? Well, take out liquidity there and lose this level there and come to the yearly open. That's what we need to worry about. Does that happen, or does it come up to the 1700 level, find bullish market structure, and you see this high here, hold this high there, off it goes, take the fucking long, play it back to liquidity over here. That's target 1, target 2, the mid range, and we see target 3 into here, and then we're going to the mid range over here. That's the macro mid range. Does that happen? And then this is all a deviation. I don't know. But the key thing really and truly comes down to is what's going to happen in July's high. This is July's high. So now let's just focus on the level that we got at hand. So the level that we got to focus on is literally this. July's range, okay? I've got Monday's range still in place because we're still in Monday's range. So at the moment, as we're still in Monday's range, you got to respect Monday's range, and we'll see what happens throughout Asia. Asia comes into Monday's mid-range and hold support. If you hold support, happy days. We take the longs, and we can go to Monday's high and look for the breakout on the fucking upside there. Liquidity's been taken out. I can delete that as well. Okay, cool. So, what's looking at now? Let's go on the weekly. Weekly wise, right? Let me delete this for a second. Weekly wise, what we got here? We've taken out liquidity last week, right? We've taken out liquidity over here. These highs over here. That's been taken out. One proof. I'll show it to you. That high there. Can you see it? Slight wick over there, taking out liquidity. Now, my question is, do we come into here? get back underneath here, right? Because I need to have a plan for the downside. What if it doesn't? If it comes into the mid range? Because we had a fast move up there. If you think about it, this is the consolidation, right? Breakout. We don't have a retest. Does it come into the I mean, the retest can come to the mid range or off this high here, or even come to a full retest over here, something like that. You could. Let me just draw this out properly. What the fuck am I doing? This is the range bound environment, right? Let me just delete everything off there and take out the highs over there. Does it do this? Comes back down, place it there into liquidity 1, and then come back into the second point of target, and then into this as a retest there. And that's consolidation, retest. And if you were to hold above it, step back up and hold above it, bullish market structure, off we go, play it back into these highs there, break above, hold above it, and let's go. That's the plan we're looking for. So it is the monthly close, by the way, as well. You know, Tuesday is the monthly close, so be very, very cautious about that. Okay, so play the market as it is. And I mean, like, if alts is going to go up and ETH is going to go up, happy days, and like, I'm down for that as well. But I'm quite cautious where I'm coming, like, you know, in terms of the level that I'm looking at, right? If I'm going to be bullish, how I'm going to be bullish, really and truly, I'm quite happy for a retest over here, this high there. If there's a retest and holds above it, bullish market structure, off we go. Where am I looking for? Liquidity of this last week's high, right? Well, it would have been last week's high because we're entering Monday now. The weeks before high, and then come into 2021's range low. And if you were to hold above it, final target into July's high, taking out these liquidity there. Then we'll see what happens. Do we break up, which was the bullish plan on a macro, play up into these highs there, no problem, or does it come back down and range bounds for the shorts, playing it down to the mid range back to yearly open, blah 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 blah. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that I've got really to say about the market there. What I will do though, right? I'll keep an eye on it. If we do come up into these key levels, right? Like let's say the July's high, for example, we'll do another stream. We'll do another stream and we'll see what happened there. What can we do in terms of actually taking the trade in the right directions, looking forward as well. But to help you guys out for this week itself, what's for Monday really? Let me just try and get Control Z, get Monday's range back in. Let me draw in the 4 hours. This is what I was talking about, right? So does he do something like this, right? Where are we getting capped at, right? Really and truly, right? This is the area consolidation. The price is getting capped at, right? Without resistance. Is this a deviation of it, and then a resistance to play back down into this area? That's an easy target there. If I want to take a short, how would I take a short? Well, really and truly, I need to lose this level here, right? Once we lose this level here, right? So I've got this block right here, okay. I'll use this level here. If price were to come back down, do something like that, I'm looking for target 1 over here and target 2 over here. At this level, if we hold the support, bullish market structure, take the longs, play back into the to the block itself. But for confirmation for shorts, right, really and truly, what I'm looking for is something like this. So I've got something like a trend line like that, something like this. Yeah, I can use something like that. That's a trend line there. Once we hold above it, right, it's all bullish there. But when we start losing this level there, bearish market structure, what we're looking for, that's your confirmation to take the shorts back down. Well, target 1 will be here, target 2 will be here, target 2 will be here, and then we're playing it back down into the 1400 area, somewhere around here, around there. Let's use this high, 1440. That's the way that I'm looking for a pullback, right? And then after that, if it loses it, it loses it. But if it holds it, take the long. And all we've done, we put out the inefficiency. This inefficiency on the downside, well, you can't see that properly. Let me display. Where's the fucking media capture? There we go. This inefficiency on the downside over here, right? We will talk about that afterwards, in it. But I'm more concerned if we can actually come back down over here to fill out this inefficiency over here. That's what I'm more concerned about above anything else. So that's really is the plan. But really and truly, what I'm going to say, if we actually find support after here, right? Bullish market structure, let it do its thing, right? Once we get back up, hold above it, bullish market structure, off we go. Take the fucking long, $1,700 into 1798, which is like July's high. That's July's high. That'll be July's high. So that'll be that's the bullish plan. And then from there, as the bullish macro plan I explained there, that's all there for you guys to decide how you want to play. Hopefully that really helps you guys there, man. But that's pretty much it. That's really is all I've got on terms of the trade. You know, the BTC, I'm keeping an eye on that as well. I'll see what happens going on with alts as well. Alts is looking quite good, if you ask me. I think they're looking pretty interesting. In terms of the market going on the upside there. Got the heating on there. Let me just turn this off. There you go. Cool. Yeah, alts is looking quite good at the moment there. It's been an interesting one. We're coming to the monthly close as well, so be very cautious for the monthly close. Mark out the monthly open, see how it is. We've done this before. I've always done these alphas with you. Above the monthly open is bullish, below the monthly open is bearish. So keep that in mind as well. Look at where liquidity is reacting. And the macro plan that I've showed you in terms of BTC is the key thing that I'll be following over the next couple of days, over the week actually. Every single day I'll be following it quite closely as well, monitoring that along with my alts and the spot bags that I've got. Like I said, I haven't got full-on spot bags, but I've got some actually. Well, I've got to put in an amount in there as well, and then profit. Alhamdulillah for that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. It's been good though. It has been good though in terms of long. I've got to say alhamdulillah for that. You know, play it level to level. We'll see what happens, and take each day as it comes. Right then, I'm off. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, you take care, Daink Country Club. Bless you guys. Bro, what is the trigger? I always wonder, how do I know the trigger is off the 1 hour? What do you mean by that, brother? I'm going to have to do it another time. Another time you're going to have to ask me that. I'm knackered. I'm honestly knackered where I am, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to just pop off. I'm really, like, my eyes are heavy. So, take it, guys. And yeah, I'll see you DCC tomorrow morning. A standard 10:15. We'll do the daily stream. We'll see what Asia has unfolded for us as well, and we go from there. Yeah, and then I'll also look at doing an alt stream as well with you guys in the coming week. Well, over the week itself. I'm not too sure when, but we'll have to make a plan on what day specifically. And I like to be quite consistent. Like the weekly outlook is always every Sunday. That's why I try to do it. Sometimes I might do it on a Monday. Very rarely I do it. But like on the weekly, the alt streams, we'll have to have a look. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, some shit like that. So catch you guys soon. Take care.